Good evening. It's August 15th, 2020. This is the evening of my 31st birthday. Taking a little time to reflect on 30, the good and the bad, while I partake of my annual birthday smoke. This year is a Regis Double Connecticut wrapper. About a minute and a half into it, and I like what I taste so far. In that there's not anything over, there's not a sing. I like what I taste so far in that there's not a single dominant flavor. It's earthy, it's light, it sits easy on the palate, and I think I made a good choice for my year in review smoke that I'll sit here and partake of while I talk to you guys. 30 was a lot of fun. It began with heartbreak. There was a young woman that didn't know how I felt. No, that was my fault. And she made choices that nobody thought were really good choices, but she made them, and they didn't involve me like I'd always wanted them to. And that was a real heartbreak. That was a real game changer for me as a person. It didn't help that it occurred at work, so don't crap where you eat, and don't date your coworkers. Don't even try. 30 began with a career change, beginning with me substitute teaching middle school and high school. That was something that really lit a fire in my belly for a good long while, that I needed to do something better with my life, do something more, like teach full-time, go back and get a degree. That's a plan that's on hold. So right now I just don't have it in me to deal with young kiddos that are trying to find their way in the world and find answers to questions, because I'm asking those questions, some of them right now. I'm not in a frame of mind to be able to help some people the way they need to be helped, or to give advice or instruct in the way that I would need to. So since the end of 2019, I had been working at a steakhouse. Today I gave notice. I think it's time for me to do something more serious. And I really my patience just really wore thin, and with some of the people and their level of maturity, of course that's going to happen because they're teens, and I gave notice in the best way that I knew how, in the most professional manner and the most apologetic manner. But for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be looking for a more suitable employment, something that might turn into a career, something that might propel me to another stage in life. 31's looking like a mixed bag, really. 30 was wonderful, and it had a lot of challenges, and I was in a better place to tackle those challenges, and I had more tools at my disposal to handle what I needed to handle. 31 is looking to bring challenges that are different in their own ways. Maybe they'll be good, maybe they'll be bad. I really firmly believe that this year can be what I make it. And I'm counting on support from friends and family to help me make the right choices that I need to make in order to succeed in these very limited goals that I've set for myself this year. Something that has changed from this year to last. I found a woman that I enjoy spending time with and that I really like. I think that one day I could love her. She has got the qualities, many of the qualities that I have looked for in people, and you'll never be able to find every quality from one person, but you can get as close as possible, and I think we're on the way to getting as close as possible. She and I share a very honest and open relationship with each other, and I think that alleviates so many problems on the ground floor of relationships. And this one appears to be healthy. People like to use the word toxic, and I think they use that word, but I'm going to use healthy. Instead of describing something that is negative, I'm going to describe something in all of its positive lights and say that the relationship that I'm in is a healthy one, because we are honest with each other, and we come from backgrounds where we're not used to expressing ourselves romantically. And note, I don't say intimately, I mean romantically. We have both missed a lot in our lives with members of the opposite sex for whatever reason or another. But here we are, we're in a position to change that, she and I, and I'm looking forward to watching that blossom in the 31st year. So, been sitting here for a few minutes. I've been drinking rye whiskey out of the bottle. Probably not the healthiest habit in the world. And working on this cigar here for a few minutes. I gotta tell you, it's not all I expected in terms of its flavor, and I know that, we're getting to the point where some of that flavor is going to be unlocked. It's mild, it's a little nutty, a little earthy, but not prominent in any flavor. I would recommend this for a really good summer day smoke. Because it's not going to be heavy. It's not going to weigh down on your senses and your taste buds. Again, it's the Regis or Regius. I'm not sure how you'd pronounce it. Double Connecticut. About $10 in my local store. And which, by the way, my hometown has opened up another cigar store that is far and away better than the one that was there previous. They're friendly and accommodating, and they have the right facilities where I can go in and cast my phone to the TV and, during the middle of the week go and sit by myself and watch Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, and be left alone and have my cigar and my beer, and watch movies. if you want to shoot me a message, I'll tell you the name of it. And then perhaps you can join me there. But in the meantime, I wanted to reflect on 30 and share some thoughts on 31. Truthfully, I'm not in the best frame of mind to be making long-term projections, but I'm hopeful. And this particular birthday itself was not a great one. Surrounded by people that I love and that love me, but I just didn't have the headspace to deal with some of the things that were going on professionally today. When I put in my notice, just couldn't hack this particular day, and it really brought the tempo of the day down. I should have enjoyed myself more than I did, but I just kind of turned off my social presence and just kind of ostriched myself a little bit, put my head in the sand. But I'm not going to make a prediction on this year based on today alone, and I sure as shit hope that I never do that. Because that's exactly a healthy way to live, is it? Well, anyhow, guys, I won't bore you anymore. I've been prattling on for 12, 13 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up and enjoy what's left of my rye whiskey. Okay, you're cool. And smoke my cigar and maybe listen to a little music out here. So, it's still hot. My God, it was like 106 today. It's still 91 or 92. It's hot. I was wearing long sleeves earlier. Golly. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and keep you posted. Okay? Thanks for listening.